You are 14, probably a bit of an outsider. You don't have a girlfriend or a boyfriend. You watch your first Rick and Morty or Jordan Peterson episode and start pondering the meaninglessness of the universe. Or you go the other way and watch a few philosophy tube videos and then go on to ContraPoints. You start finding flaws in capitalism and you start hearing about this guy called Marx. You get into dark academia clothing and you start wearing turtlenecks and long coats. At this time, you also start feeling a bit depressed. You had never thought about the meaning or meaninglessness of life, but you feel cool in your depression. You also find yourself feeling superior in your intellect. You proclaim, "I'm a nihilist and nothing matters." You are bored of watching video essays on YouTube. You finally decide to start reading. Probably start with Albert Camus' Stranger. You identify yourself with the character of Marceau. You even start looking down upon your parents a bit, but you still love them. You sometimes read these books in a cafe, and you know you look cool with your cappuccino, long coat, and copy of Being in Nothingness. You don't understand most of the words, but it seems like a new challenge that will open your mind to deeper knowledge of life. You probably read a bit of Marx, the Communist Manifesto most likely, and you start saying, "Eat the rich." Elon Musk becomes your chief enemy, and you're not only a nihilist now, you're a Marxist as well. This is the time you start discovering philosophers like Kant, Hegel, and Nietzsche. You don't read everything they have to say, but paragraphs here and there. You are almost overwhelmed as to how much there is to read. You finally understand most of the philosophy memes that circulate on the internet. You start spending most of your time reading, and when you talk to normies, you find yourself looking down upon them. Everything they say seems inconsistent and informed by biases. Also, you really love philosophy at this time, and probably want to do it at uni. You're not only a nihilist, but a Nietzschean too. You don't realize that these things are incompatible, and you're obviously strongly anti-capitalist. At this level, you start reading a lot of philosophy. You have piles and piles of unread PDFs and books. You start analyzing every aspect of your life, and you overthink everything. It's both good and bad. You can't enjoy many normal things in life like water parks and sitcoms, but also certain moments in nature make you feel almost ecstatic. You waver from great happiness to great sadness. You also get into postmodern philosophy and start watching CCK philosophy. Foucault and Baudrillard open up a new world for you, but you're far from reading them. You finally believe that you have attained all knowledge within philosophy. There's nothing even further to explore. You start feeling a growing dissatisfaction with philosophy. You want to become pure instinct and enjoy life to the fullest. You sometimes even cringe when you look back at yourself. You read Wittgenstein and you have convinced yourself that philosophy is just language games. You finally start reading the postmodernists beyond Foucault and it opens a new world. You regain your interest in philosophy, but this time your focus turns more towards politics and history. You finally read Nietzsche's Genealogy of Morality, and even a bit of Kierkegaard. You become interested in how we have been psyoped into our current mentality. Even after years of reading philosophy, you feel that you have only scratched the surface of knowledge. You haven't even escaped the matrix yet. You start becoming a bit schizo. You lose a lot of your friends, either due to dissatisfaction or trying to change their beliefs. You finally understand that philosophy, fiction, religion, and myth are one. Knowledge is not a collection of facts, but a state of being. It is a mystical state of being almost similar to schizophrenia. You start becoming interested in both the left and the right. You read Bataille and Deleuze. You become interested in attaining limited experiences. You want to feel the ecstasy of agony. You discover Deleuze's concept of the body without organs, and you pretend to understand it like the rest of us. You also discover Bataille's secret society of Asaphael, and you want to start a secret society of your own. You read the traditionalist Evola and Guénon, and you find yourself having mystical experiences on a park bench. These visions range from observing the true form of Krishna to Eastern gods having sex with each other. You may have or may not have attained true knowledge, but what's for certain is that you are 100% unemployed.